Okay, hello everyone. Good day. Hope everyone have a wonderful day. Today we gonna look into the definition of AI. I want to create this kind of series of note or video to basically help me to organize my thoughts and also maybe start a discussion, open discussion about these things, and hopefully meet people a little bit things about different concepts about AI. AI has taken our industry from every part right now, from everything from as a engineering, as a coding, and even other industry. So I'm gonna really keep it narrowed down to the definition of AI. What do we mean by definition of AI? The instructor Ling has his notes in the class CSS 221. He has defined his he has put a definition of AI, which I don't really agree with it. I think it's not very correct. I went into his lecture and tried to listen what he say. Uh, I need to be subjective here because I don't think he really put too much emphasis into the definition of AI. I think he want to try to help you work, like to understand how you can understand the AI itself rather than trying to understand the definition of AI. It's kind of really weird because he went through the history of AI, and also he tried to give you the tool that AI really has been doing, like so you can really have a more general idea rather than just trying to summarize that definition of AI. However, I looked into his definition. I think it's quite not very good. I wrote some notes here. So we will go through his definition and try to pick like trying to hopefully like come up with better definition, which I already did. So you just try to save up everyone time. So what do you mean by AI? AI actually two word. It's kind of like it's two word artificial intelligence. So it's kind of like linguist way to try to define artificial intelligence. Like he did not try to go into understanding the meaning of artificial and try to define intelligence. Rather, he tried to come up with a definition that CS student will come up with, not a linguist student would do. But still, I feel like we should try to really be trying to get the correct definition, regardless what student you are, because I feel like that's important because all the knowledge cross each other. We can take this copy. Um, mm, so we can probably put it into Excel draw. So it really help us basically uh, note things up. We only got the image. Okay, let's just get the other. I feel like he trying to put so many things into one thing, which I don't think really is something correct. I recommend look into his note because that's really got me good idea how academically look into AI. Okay, let's look into this. Do you want me to change the color? Okay, let me change the color. Okay, let's put green and looks, for example, white. So what he mean by exactly AI, artificial intelligence? We went through this one. He then go into artificial, try to make you understand what the heck is artificial is. Artificial run on computer and robots. That's kind of like the first problem. I feel like this is lazy definition of artificial. Artificial is not something really human made. That's what I come up with, because artificial could be it's kind of like set of rules that you create as a human. Then you're gonna see the output of it. It's not something in natural. Um, it's something you made. For example, I have come up with a light switch. It's really simple example. You create light switch. When you click on the light, when you click on the switch, the light turn on. This is artifactual. You created set of rule. Clicking on the button will light up the light. We are not going into deep like the electrician part of this example, but you have created a rule. When you click the button, something happens. So it's kind of like artifactual result, like artifactual rule you created by yourself. And then he went into intelligent quite deep, to be honest, which is kind of really surprising. He should really go deep into artifactual because that's really kind of like the CS spot. Intelligence is kind of like philosophy and languages way to try um, to define this. Running computer and report for artifactual really seem lazy. So let's go into his intelligence. He say intelligence is kind of like we define it based on the human term. Now this is kind of like philosophy, right? We're trying to not see no, we are not now CS students. We're trying to go into philosophy. We're trying to find as a human because we don't really know what intelligence is, because intelligence is kind of subjective perspective. But some people disagree because they say you can take 9 out of 10 and they will agree this is something intelligent. So it's not really subjective in some way, but sometimes it's actually not. Sometimes 4 out of 5 they think it's 4 out of 10 they think it's intelligent. Sometimes 6 out of 10 you find it intelligent. So the results vary between subjective people, in between subjective people and other people. So like each group might have different results. So we cannot really have one result for each group. So he come up with common sense term of human, which is the intelligence. He's saying like we come with general principle. So he come in with common sense. Basically, intelligence is common sense, which is not very correct. So then he tried to shade away from the general principle to go into ingredient of intelligence. Rather than trying to dig deep into defining intelligence, he went into the principle of intelligence, like how you can find something intelligent, which I think really not correct. Also, to be honest, this is not intelligent. This is kind of agent. This is defining agent. So I feel like you can see here artifactual not very good, intelligent something else, and ingredient of intelligent doesn't seem really correct. So I feel like this is kind of like lazy work has been done here to define what the heck is artificial intelligence is, because here say agent intelligence is perceiving, then you go into reasoning. It has inside the intelligence will do reasoning and learn, which is not very correct. Does agents really learn? We know model is kind of like, we know the model is black box, and after they are trained, it's really hard to retrain them again. So they are not really trying to relearn things up. You can create set of rules that help them to learn something, but they cannot really learn everything. You have to create rule for basically most of the things that they learn, and even with that they can break things up and their logic will not be correct most of the time. So this ingredient of intelligence BT, I think it's not for the CS student to try to define. This is kind of something really difficult to really go into, and we probably require books trying to find the ingredient of intelligence. But I try to make it something really easy for common human to understand, because that's what I'm trying to really get into, something simplest to help me understand. So I come up with this definition is AI is a system, which is basically artificial intelligence system. Because when I first came up with the definition or with the example switch, light switch. We created a system that when you click the button, you have a light on. So that's a system. We created a system which is artifactual. Is the system um, that is human made. So that system we created is human made. It's not natural that occur in nature. And that human made is set up by rules. So when you click on the switch, we already have made the rules that clicking on the switch will turn the light on. But in this definition, we're trying to explain AI intelligent. So we said AI is a system of human design rules that finds pattern to produce outcome human perceive as intelligent. So this is my definition of AI, and I feel like it's pretty good definition that really summarize what is AI. Uh, AI trying to find pattern, which is the intelligent. AI is not intelligent. It doesn't have reason, doesn't have learn, it doesn't perceive from our five inputs. You basically train it from data that you already set up rules for them to be trained. So we're trying to find pattern using this rule to produce outcome that human perceive as intelligent or correct. I feel like this is much better definition than what the instructional lane has come up with, and I feel like it's much better than the CS student. It's good for CS student. I feel like philosophy and linguistics student may have different definition, but this is for CS student. I feel like it's pretty good definition of AI. So lastly, just summarize everything. AI is a system of human made. You must all artifactual are a system. You cannot create artifactual without creating a system. System is you can say system is set up of rules. So we can say artificial is rules, rules of human made, human design that have a certain outcome. But intelligent is making this outcome is intelligent, which mean intelligent something human we are thinking is good. Some other people might disagree, which is the definition of intelligent, which is subjective word. Anyway, how you find this one helpful? Hopefully you made your bit of think, and you also can now realize that even academic might really not really fully understand what AI is really interested. I'll see you guys another one. Bye bye.